The big story here on First Up: nearly 8 months after Jayalalithaa disappeared from public view following her conviction in a corruption case, she is now returning with a bang. Now, Jayalalithaa has just been elected chief of the AIADMK legislative party. Many would say that's merely a formality because this is her very own party. This was something which was inevitable, about to happen, paving her way for her return as the chief minister of Tamil Nadu tomorrow. That's when we are expecting the grand swearing-in ceremony to take place. The decision to elect her was taken within minutes. This meeting started at 7 and at around 7:30 we heard that she's been elected as the leader. More than 150 MLAs led by current Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam met at 7 AM today at the AIADMK headquarters in Chennai. Paneerselvam has tendered his resignation at the legislative party meet. He would then later go on to meet the governor and also tender his resignation. The day is going to be a very hectic one for the AIADMK leaders and cadre in Chennai. Jayalalitha's much awaited first public appearance is expected in nearly 8 months, coming at around 1:15 PM today when she leaves her house, Poets Garden, for a meeting with the governor. Thousands of cadres are expected to stand along her route, waving flags and cheering her. At around 2, Jayalalithaa will pay floral tributes to the statue of AIADMK patron, MGR, MG Ramachandran. These pictures on your screen at this moment, this two window that you see at this moment, on one hand, that's the left hand side of your screen, is the AIADMK headquarters in Chennai, where there are a number of supporters gathered there, cheering the fact that the legislative party has elected, also offering sweets to the Headlines Today crew, that Jayalalithaa has been elected. And on the right hand side of your screen, you see the gate of the Poets Garden residence of Jayalalithaa, from where she's actually going to come out and meet the governor or go to the Raj Bhavan. So that's really the two places, the photo op opportunities. If you are in Chennai, that's really the places to be. A lot of drums that are being played outside the AIADMK headquarters. T.S. Sudhir has been getting us all the latest since morning. Sudhir, it's over to you.
Thanks a lot, Sanket. In fact, the breaking news coming at this point in time is that O. Paneerselvam is right now, along with 4 of his ministers, at Raj Bhavan to formally tender his resignation to Governor K. Rosaiah. So that will bring to an end the Paneerselvam innings, which started after the 27th September conviction of Jayalalithaa. Let's get a sense of the mood here at the AIADMK headquarters. Just about an hour ago, within a matter of about 10 minutes, Jayalalithaa was elected as the new leader of the AIADMK legislature party. Jayalalithaa is going to once again become the chief minister. What difference is that going to make to Tamil Nadu? Last 7 months also you had O. Paneerselvam, her own person, as the chief minister. What difference is it going to make?
So, I feel like as Amma only the God for us. So can you tell me Amma kila vaala nanga vandu romba aasapadrom.
But why is Amma a god?
Amma is a god. She's a one extraordinary person, sir. Extraordinary person. She acts as very good. That means.
Have you ever? Okay, I mean, I understand this kind of devotion and loyalty, but have you ever personally met her? Have you spoken to her?
No, sir. I am not talked to her, sir. Just my date of birth also same as day. So I'm very like Amma, sir.
You're also born on February 24, you're saying. So she shares Jayalalitha's date of birth. Let's get a sense. What do you think? आप क्या समझते हैं कि यहाँ पे अभी जयललिता के रिटर्न से क्या फर्क पड़ेगा तमिलनाडु में?
ऐसे ही तमिलनाडु में हम 7 महीने से पुरचित तेलवी अम्मा आने के लिए इंतजार करते थे. अभी पुरचित तेलवी अम्मा कल आने वाले हैं. अभी इसके पहले भी गुड गवर्नमेंट चलता था, फिर कल से और
लेकिन आप समझते हैं पिछले 7 महीने में पनीरसेल्वम जब मुख्यमंत्री थे तब कुछ हुआ नहीं
ना, चलता था. अम्मा जो बोलता है वो पनीरसेल्वम मतलब करता था.
तो रिमोट कंट्रोल जयललिता के पास
ना, रिमोट कंट्रोल नहीं है. जो अम्मा दुश्मन से सदी से जब वो थोड़ी देर नहीं, वो दुश्मन से सदी से मिला था, इसे अम्मा छुट्टी हो गया दुश्मन से. दुश्मन को प्यार से मिटा के मिट्टी में डाल दिए. इसलिए कल पुरचित तेलवी अम्मा आने वाले हैं दुनिया में. अगर हम सब
क्या, I mean, is today like a festival for you?
आज फेस्टिवल है, आज हम पुरस्कृत तलवी अम्मा जन्मदिन ऐसे फेस्टिवल करते थे, ऐसे हमारा जन्मदिन ऐसे करते थे, ऐसे सोच रहे हैं हम.
Okay, certain things like jail are not to be mentioned in AIADMK. That's one of the things that you learn while you're reporting on the AIADMK. But yes, that's essentially the mood
I was meaning to ask you that
at the AIADMK and in
Sudhir, I was meaning to ask you that there are a lot of things that perhaps you will not be able to say there. It's almost like putting you in a hazardous situation. But do take us through the moment, at this moment, what is happening. I believe the story or the news that you are getting us at this moment is the fact that O. Paneerselvam's innings as the Chief Minister, many would say a remote control Chief Minister, is now formally coming to an end, where he may have resigned in front of the Legislative Party, but the formality that needs to be completed, that is going to the Raj Bhavan to tender the resignation, that in fact is happening. Those are the pictures that we are getting you of the convoy actually going inside the Raj Bhavan of the incumbent Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam, going to formally resign or offer his resignation to the governor. And at 1:15 we are expecting that grand meeting between Jayalalithaa and the governor. Sudhir, if you could take us through the goings on at this particular moment and how the day is going to progress from here on.
Well, the legislature party meeting, Sanket, took just about 10 minutes, after which everyone went to Boys Garden to meet Jayalalithaa and apprise her of the decision to elect her as the new leader, after which Paneerselvam, along with 4 of his ministers, have gone inside Raj Bhavan. As I speak, they are inside Raj Bhavan right now, and the formality of giving his resignation letter is taking place. In fact, it's pretty ironical and interesting that Paneerselvam must be the only Chief Minister in India who was in tears when he was being sworn in as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and in fact today was a happy man when he's actually going to resign as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. In fact, he's really not known to be a man of few, it doesn't really speak, he's a man of few words. In fact, today he actually spoke. When I asked him whether Amma has been elected as the leader, he said, yes, we have elected Jayalalithaa. Probably that's the longest sentence I've ever heard from Paneerselvam in a long time. So that's essentially the kind of mood, the kind of loyalty, unflinching loyalty to Jayalalithaa, especially from the AIADMK cadre. You heard some of the voices out here. They would really hope that good things have started for the AIADMK. She's going to make her first public appearance. There are a whole lot of people who have come in from different districts of Tamil Nadu to catch that one glimpse of Jayalalithaa when she gets out of Boys Garden. Probably many a politician in India would give their left hand or right hand to actually be in Jayalalitha's shoes today, because this kind of loyalty and this kind of devotion not many politicians in India have, and this has been a major test by fire, a major trial by fire for Jayalalithaa, because when the verdict was delivered on the 27th of September, not many really were hopeful of a positive verdict in the Karnataka High Court except this AIADMK cadre. And that morning at 11 o'clock when the verdict was delivered in the Karnataka High Court, it has been a festival ever since, and they have been waiting for the last 11 days for to catch a glimpse of Jayalalithaa and for her return as Chief Minister. So Amma returns, the big story coming out of Chennai and Tamil Nadu.
Absolutely, Sudhir, and I can't help but say this, when you mention that O. Paneerselvam was crying when he was sworn in and was a happy man now that he has been relieved. It's so ironical that exactly the opposite happened in the state of Bihar. How Nitish Kumar would have wished that Jitan Ram Manjhi would have also been, exactly like this. Now, Sudhir, these are pictures that we are in fact getting our viewers from the Raj Bhavan. I believe O. Paneerselvam has now left Raj Bhavan, which seems that he has officially resigned and now he has left, which means now Tamil Nadu, now it is very clear, and these are posters across Chennai that Sudhir was actually talking about, of J. Jayalalithaa, that have been plastered across the city of Chennai. So if you are in Chennai, you really cannot miss this. The grand return of J. Jayalalithaa. As Sudhir was pointing out, it has been a trial by fire for the Chief Minister. Now, Sudhir, what does this mean electorally? I mean, yes, the fact that she has been acquitted and all, and she's coming back at the helm. But we know that Tamil Nadu is slated for elections, next year. What does this mean electorally for the AIADMK?
Well, if this kind of a verdict was not delivered by the Karnataka High Court, the AIADMK would have been in big trouble, really big trouble politically and electorally in the 2016 Assembly elections. But now the people at the cadre of AIADMK feel that they are on an extremely strong wicket. Even the DMK sources actually privately admit that they are going to be in for trouble if they really do not pull up their socks and probably put up an united opposition against the AIADMK. But even then it's going to be extremely difficult because the opposition here is extremely splintered, and that gives the AIADMK a huge advantage. Also the fact that the 2G case ruling is expected sometime towards the end of the year. So it's quite likely that Jayalalithaa may want to wait till then and see which way the verdict goes. Because if the verdict indeed goes against close relatives of Karunanidhi, that's going to be big trouble for the DMK, and that's what the AIADMK cadre here are wishing for, because that will really mean that the AIADMK even on its own could actually do very well. Yes, there is also talk about some kind of an understanding, some kind of an alliance between the AIADMK and the BJP. That's also possible given the fact that both parties have been making positive noises about each other, and if the AIADMK considers the BJP as some kind of a junior partner in Tamil Nadu, it will actually give a lot of boost to the BJP, apart from ensuring that the Rajya Sabha numbers of about 11...
Sudhir, I want to understand here one very small point that you are making, and the sum and substance that I could gather from what you are saying. It's not really the strength of the AIADMK. Of course, the cadre is motivated because it's found a reason to, but really the splintered opposition that is making the AIADMK strong. These are pictures that are coming in from the Poets Garden residence of Jayalalithaa. Just a quick reminder to our viewers that at 1:15 you can expect a lot of action over here on this particular road, which will in fact be absolutely chock-a-block with supporters. But Sudhir, coming back to that point, electorally, it's a weak opposition and not really a very, very strong and resurgent AIADMK, which is the larger point in Tamil Nadu.
Sanket, electorally, Tamil Nadu has always tended to swing between one of the two Dravidian parties.
Absolutely. They've been very ruthless with regime change.
Never given more than 5 years to one of the two Dravidian parties. So, in a sense, the floating voter actually swings between the DMK and the AIADMK. But 2016 is poised to be extremely different because of the peculiar political circumstances existing at the moment arising out of this verdict. Remember, the people of Tamil Nadu punished Jayalalithaa in 1996 for pretty much the same on the charges of corruption. Would they have actually punished her a second time is $1 million question. But now that she has been exonerated by the Karnataka High Court, that gives the AIADMK a huge amount of energy, and that will be reflected when they actually go out campaigning. Plus the fact that the opposition is completely splintered gives the AIADMK a huge electoral edge.
Sudhir, please stay on with us. Let's get in a view from senior journalist, a very, very known voice from Tamil Nadu, Mr. N. Ram. Appreciate you joining us, sir, this morning. What do you make of this dramatic comeback by Jayalalithaa?
Well, it's a natural consequence of the of the High Court reversing the trial court's judgment, and she's quite free to take up this post. She'll have to get elected within 6 months. That's the requirement. Meanwhile, whether the Karnataka government is going to appeal remains to be seen. So I think this is no surprise at all. Nobody knew the timing. But it's soon enough.
Yeah, Mr. Ram, you're right when you say that this was a foregone conclusion as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. But what is not is how this is going to impact the fortunes of the AIADMK electorally. If you could just tell us a little about that. What is your reading about how the goings-on today are going to impact?
It's very hard to say, because right now the AIADMK has been winning by-elections, and there's nothing to suggest that that anyone else has gained in a very significant way. So, but we don't know yet. There's still time. The elections are not due till May of 2016, the state assembly elections, unless Jayalalithaa decides to advance them. We don't know yet. Early days. But at the moment, they're high on energy. There's uncertainty because of we don't know about the appeal. It's likely to be appealed because apart from the Karnataka government, we have Subramanian Swamy and also the DMK. So all these factors are to be brought in. But right now, as you mentioned, the AIADMK, as was mentioned by Sudhir, the AIADMK is energized, and it's high on enthusiasm because of the acquittal.
Absolutely. Mr. N. Ram, many thanks for joining us this morning. Of course, they're high on energy at this moment, but pending an appeal in a higher court or a bigger court, what really is the AIADMK actually going to do? Will they reverse their political fortunes, retain their political fortunes? What sort of alliance will they enter into? Because remember, politicking or the realpolitik will now begin in the state of Tamil Nadu. Jayalalithaa returning at the helm of affairs in Tamil Nadu. What is this going to mean in the present as well as in the future for the fortunes of the AIADMK as well as other political parties, the entire politics of Tamil Nadu and the politics here at the centre, her equation with Modi, her equation at the centre with opposition parties. This is of course the cavalcade of O. Paneerselvam, a very happy man, as Sudhir mentions today, now that he has resigned. Remember, he was crying when he was sworn in. Sudhir, it's over to you for all the action.
Well, thanks, Ankit. In fact, the action slowly shifting from the AIADMK party headquarters to Poise Garden. O. Paneerselvam has just tendered his resignation as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So, in a sense now, Jayalalithaa is the CM-elect of Tamil Nadu and she will be sworn in at the Madras University Centenary Auditorium at around 10:30 tomorrow morning. In fact, let's get a sense from people. Now, he's Mr. Kailasam, who dresses up like MGR, a very popular figure, especially for Tamil Nadu and, of course, for the AIADMK. What does a day like this mean for you when Jayalalithaa is going to become the Chief Minister once again? O. Paneerselvam has resigned as Chief Minister.
நல்ல அரசியல்ல நல்ல அடிபட்டு ஜனங்களுக்கு நல்லதே பண்ணிட்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. அத்தனைக்கும் காரணம் எம்ஜிஆருக்கு சிஎஸ்எஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். அந்த எம்ஜிஆர் எப்பேற்பட்டவன்? 10 ரூபாய் வந்த போது 5 ரூபாய் கொடுத்தவன்.
So you are saying that Jayalalithaa was MJR's student. Has she been a good student?
In all respect. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்னா இன்னைக்கு 2 பேரும் படிச்சு காசு கொடுத்துருவாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அல்ல. வாழ்க்கை முறையில் வாழ்க்கையில் வாழ்க்கை. இப்போ நான் எப்படி வந்தேன்னா வாழ்க்கை முறையில் வரேன். எல்லாரும் ஒழிக வாழ்க்கை அப்படிங்க. தமிழ்நாட்டில் வாழ்க ஒழிகன்னு தான் கட்சியை ஆரம்பிச்ச அரசியல். அந்த அரசியலை வாழ்கன்னு பண்ணிடுறோம்.
Right. So basically praising MGR and saying that Jayalalithaa has been a good student and has done well to kind of repay her debt to her teacher MG Ramachandran. Let's also get in this person who actually sings a lot of popular MGR songs. இன்னைக்கு எந்த பாட்டு பாடுவார்?
அச்சம் என்பது மடமையடா, அந்த பாடல்
பாடுங்க.
அச்சம் என்பது மடமையடா, அஞ்சாமை திராவிடர் உடமையடா, அஞ்சாமை திராவிடர் உடமையடா.
So these are some of the popular MGR numbers that are obviously the flavor of the day today here in Chennai.